Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about why I believe precious metals are about to pop off. Both silver and gold look very, very promising on the charts right now, at least in my eyes. And I do have a few fundamental reasons as well that lead me to believe that both silver and gold could see some very impressive price action over the course of the coming months. So let's dive straight into this one. As always, we'll quickly go over each topic we're going to be discussing, and then we'll dive into each one individually. To kick it off, we will read through this write-up that I made for you guys. Silver and gold. Why silver and gold? Why now? So this is a very brief summary of why I'm personally bullish on precious metals, on good old silver and gold, on the shiny stuff at this moment in time. So we'll read through this, set that fundamental base layer for the technical argument, which we will dive into right after this. Know you're all looking at the charts in the back. So we will then dive into trading view, touch on silver and gold spot. Okay, so silver and gold spot prices 24/7 market. Love the 24/7 markets. So we will take a look at silver, kick it off with silver. I will preface the video now by saying that I am more bullish on silver than gold. If you have been part of the Waves family for a while, this is no surprise to you at all. I do think silver has more potential than gold. I'll kind of explain why that is as we dive into the charts. But silver looking very, very good right now in a technical breakout. I do think it's on its way up, short, medium term. If we can break this target right here, I will go on to talk to you guys about my longer term price targets, maybe by the end of the summer. Summer of 2020 was a very, very impressive year for silver and gold. Precious metals absolutely popped off. So it will be interesting to see if we can replicate that in the summer of 2021. So we'll go on to talk short, medium, and long-term targets on silver, kick it off with silver, then move on to gold. And then after we talk silver and gold, we will talk a very, very cool silver and gold related company, the sponsor of this video. We appreciate the supporters of the Waves family, you guys. Nevada King. So we will go on to touch on Nevada King, or ticker symbol. This is the US OTC ticker symbol, okay? So VKMTF. The little D right there means it's OTC, all right? So ticker symbol VKMTF, Nevada King. Very, very cool. Very, very cool company in the silver and gold space, in the exploration space. And we will quickly go over this website. So I do want to just go over the homepage to this website, you guys. Give you guys a quick understanding before we dive into the presentation and some more specific aspects of this company that I want to educate you guys on. So we will go over the homepage, just go over the who we are, just the basic stuff. You guys know the drill. And then we'll move into a few key parts of the investor presentation that I feel are important for you guys to obtain an understanding of if you guys are thinking of investing. And then we'll dive into a few things that I have in a little note right here. We'll read through this, close it out with this, and talk about their team. As I always say, you guys, if you are thinking about investing in a company, the team is so important. So we'll close it out with that. Appreciate it if you stick around for this. We will, of course, kick it off with all the fundamentals around gold and silver. And remember, you guys, with the sponsored reviews, always do your own research, okay? Always do your own research. Look at the website for yourself. Go over the investor presentation for yourself. I'm just going to go over a few points that I believe are important and that the company wanted me to do because this is a sponsored review. And again, we appreciate the sponsor of this channel, you guys. It means a lot if you stick around. But again, do your own research and establish your own decisions with this one, okay? That's very, very important, all right? So again, Nevada King, we'll close it out with them. Appreciate them. Let's just dive straight into these charts and kick it off with the fundamentals, okay? So why silver and gold? Why now? God's money. In the words of Mr. Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, God's money, silver and gold, the inflation hedge asset that has proven itself over the millennia. Although I personally believe Bitcoin is the king of inflation hedges, I believe it's silver and gold's time to shine. Although they've seen over a 6-month correction, they're showing signs of strength. Short term, they're showing signs of short-term strength on the charts. Fundamentally, investors are hungry. They want to put their money to work as the US dollar continues to weaken. If we do happen to see a correction in the equity markets, primarily the tech sector, I think much of that capital will likely flow into plays like silver and gold, especially in the case that they continue to show strength on the charts. Okay, so in a world of a decreasing dollar, of decreasing equities, investors still want to put their money to work. Ever since, if you guys have been following along, you know, ever since the money printers started going burr, ever since trillions of US dollars started being printed, global fiat currency started being printed at that. Gold and silver, similar to crypto, global markets, okay, 24/7 markets, borderless markets, proven themselves over the millennia. Investors will always be attracted to the shiny stuff, to gold and silver, literally chasing the shiny object. But that's because they've established themselves as the legacy inflation hedge plays. And when other assets aren't doing well, primarily the US dollar, which does not look very good right now, that's when silver and gold shine. And especially if capital starts to flow out of out of the traditional equity markets, so the S&P, NASDAQ to be more specific, out of tech, out of plays that have been just ripping while gold and silver have been correcting, I do think that they will cycle into precious metals, into silver and gold. Okay, so that is my fundamental base layer for the technicals. Let's dive in here. So silver on the short term, and then we'll zoom out to the daily and talk a little longer term. All right, so silver short term broke out of a descending channel, has broken out, setting a beautiful series of higher highs and higher lows. So you can count this right here: high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Maybe we'll come down here, retest this area around here, around 27 bucks. But then I ultimately believe that we will break through this channel. So since we broke out of the descending channel, are in the short term ascending channel following that breakout, you'd love to see that. We are getting very close, so maybe we see a little pullback, set a higher low. But ultimately, you guys, when you're in ascending channels like this, with all the macroeconomic fundamental factors that I kind of just listed out. There's many more, but again, you guys, those are just the primary ones. I want to keep this pretty brief and to the point for you guys. But I do believe silver specifically, it's time to shine, and I'm very excited. So if we do, I do think we're going to stay in this channel. Ultimately, I do think short term, over the coming weeks, we will break out of this channel. It's just showing strength. Silver has been showing strength since it broke out of this very, very strong line of resistance right here. That was the uptrend, or that began downtrend, medium-term downtrend, and then we'll zoom out to the long term. Sorry, you guys, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. So January 31st, the end of January, we started this downtrend. Silver was in a massive descending triangle. Broke out of resistance, came back down, tested previous resistance as new support. Since then, it's been in breakout mode, okay? So we've been breaking out, setting a super organic, just climbing very, very organically, which, again, is another reason that leads me to believe that silver will ultimately see a breakout. Because when it's been climbing so organically, it's picking up volume, picking up steam. Investors are getting excited. I do think silver is due for a breakout. So let's talk some long-term price targets. Go to the 1 day, and then we'll actually just talk about the daily on gold. Because ultimately, you guys, although the short term is what a lot of you guys are kind of keeping your eye on, silver and gold, specifically almost more than any other asset in the markets, is kind of a bird's eye view play. This is a very kind of macro, more medium-term play. And although I'm bullish short term, just historically, I am more bullish on a medium to slightly longer term time frame. Again, by the end of this summer, I think this summer is going to be great for precious metals, okay? So first price target for silver is going to be just under 30 bucks. That is going to be the test of previous support, very strong line of support. Again, November 20th, touch point here, touch point on January 18th. Once it did break this, that's when it started its downtrend. Same thing here, you guys. Previous support will act as a new resistance, vice versa. And I do think that this previous line of support will act as a new resistance once again. So price target by around the end of May is going to be 30 bucks. If we can break back into this ascending channel, which is the cyan line right here, back into this very, very strong ascending channel that silver was in right here. Also a very strong trend line that's been in play for silver since March of 2020, since over a year ago. Very, very strong trend line. Ultimately, if we can break $30 again, I do think silver is on its way. Let's do June 21st. It's mom's birthday. So mom's birthday. We'll go with mom's birthday right there. June 21st price target. So midsummer. Just actually, it's the summer solstice. So summer target for silver, June 21st, is going to be $38. And keep in mind, you guys, I'll zoom out a little bit here. This line right here is silver's all-time high back in 2011. Silver's all-time high, just about $50. Gold is all-time high. It just set last year. Silver did not come near to its all-time high. So the silver-gold ratio, which pairs like the historical strength of silver and gold against each other, silver is historically undervalued relative to gold. And silver also has a lot more fundamental implications. Like you can use it in tech. It's actually a usable metal. So aside from being rare, silver is also very usable. And if you track like above ground supply and to like mining supply and stuff, silver just makes way more sense from a value proposition perspective. Okay, so silver, very bullish on silver. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility at all for silver to break its all-time high. Maybe by the end of summer, best case scenario. So if we do come up to test this fairly conservative trend line right here, absolute line of resistance, end of summer price target for silver is going to be about $63. Market there. I do believe in silver. I do think it's silver's time to shine. Let's talk about gold, and then we'll hop into Nevada King once again. So gold, looking pretty similar to silver. So gold is in a very, very strong descending channel right now. Like every investor on the planet is looking at this right now. But gold also did break out, kind of similar to silver. In mid-April, gold broke out of this very, very strong trend line right here, this descending channel. Got above it back here a little bit. I wouldn't even count that. You can count it, but this is a channel that I'm comfortable looking at with, very symmetrical, very perpendicular, which I do like. Gold, broke above it. Used previous resistance as new support, very strong support, and I do think it's likely that we ultimately come up to test the line of resistance on the current downtrend at least. So May 17th, pretty soon here, coming up in the coming weeks, you guys. May 17th, that would take us to an 1855 gold price. If we can break this, that's when it gets super exciting. So just to play conservatively, you guys, if gold can break $1,900, then I think it's very, very likely that ultimately gold is going to come up to test. There's a very, very strong line of resistance that's been playing since way back in June 2019. So almost 2 years, you guys. This is a strong trend line. Touch point here, multiple touch points here. This trend line was in play for gold's all-time high in August of 2020, over a year ago. And again, if we can see this 2021 rally, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Again, granted, capital starts flowing out of any other sector of the market. So crypto, equities, tech, literally any sector, and the dollar continues to decline, gold will consume a lot of that market share, okay? Or a lot of that capital that's flowing out of other sectors of the market. At least that's kind of what I'm thinking in my mind. It makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you, but it does make sense to me. Okay, because again, capital still wants to be put to work, especially if the dollar continues to be devalued. Even if the dollar does devalue and just capital flows out of other sectors of the market, it still wants to be put to work. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in my mind, at least, again, in my eyes. So if we can break $1,900 at any point from here on, if we break $1,900, I think it's likely that gold's on its way to test all-time highs. Price target for gold, September 1st, end of the summer. See if we can replicate last year. Once again, that would take us to a $2,600 gold price. So conservative end of summer price target for gold. Still optimistic, but again, conservative if you're basing it on this trend line is going to be $2,500 to set gold a new all-time high. Okay, so of course, you guys, if this trend line is broken, I will definitely make a breaking news video on gold and silver. Keep you guys posted on my thoughts here because I'm super bullish on both gold and silver. On silver primarily, but gold as well at this point in time, okay? So please let me know down below what you think about silver and gold, if you're invested, what your favorite mining companies are, all that good stuff. And again, show some love to Nevada King, the sponsor of this video. We do appreciate those who support the Waves family. This is a we thing, not a me thing. So again, you guys show them some love. Again, if you're considering investing in this company, please do your own research. Once again, Nevada King, ticker symbol OTC, US markets, VKMTF. Okay, so Nevada King, Nevada's new strategic landowner in the world's most prolific gold mining trend. So we'll just look over a few key things here. Who are we? A dominant explorer and developer focused exclusively on the Battle Mountain trend, Nevada's most prolific gold mining trend. Nevada's fourth largest active claim holder with a plan to become Nevada's second largest by 2022. I like the goals, stepping it up. A well-capitalized, very important, well-capitalized and highly experienced team with a goal to disrupt Nevada exploration. Well-capitalized, again, strong balance sheet, very, very important in this current market environment, in all market environments, but especially this one. Experienced team with a goal to disrupt Nevada exploration. Experienced team, again, we'll get into the team a little later, okay? So go down, again, you guys, whenever you're doing this, go to the investors tab, go to the team tab, take a look at everything here. Building the Nevada King portfolio, not gonna go over this. You guys can pause it here if you wanna read that. People think production is how you make money. It's not, it's selling something at a high price. That's how you make money. Supply and demand, right there. It's all about the value of what you're selling. Latest news and updates, again, you guys, so April 19th, April 7th, April 1st, consistently good news. Three significantly good articles, at least as I'm dictating it over the course of the past month or so. And that's very, very strong. As you guys know, if you're assessing the fundamentals of a company, you want to see consistently good news, consistent progress, and tangible progress at that, okay? So always look at these, you guys, not just for this, for literally every stock you're ever assessing, ever debating investing in. Always look at recent news, always look at the team, and always look at the investor presentation, which is what we'll dive into right now. So this is the key part right here, beautifully designed, by the way. If anyone from Nevada, if for some reason the Nevada King graphic designer or web designer is watching this, you did a great job. This is beautifully designed. And as you guys know, in 2021, where marketing and branding is more important than ever, I really respect a well-designed, well-put-together, thoughtful website. So props to you. Why Nevada? Why now? Nevada is rated by the Fraser Institute as the world's #1 mining district. The Battle Mountain Gold Trend is the most endowed gold belt on planet Earth. When Nevada King began acquiring key land positions in 2016, there was a unique opportunity to build strategic claim holdings via staking. That window is now closed. Since announcing the Nevada King go public, several major mining companies are entering or re-entering the state. This is exactly the environment Nevada King was built for. Okay. So that's that. Again, you guys we're not going to go over all of this. We're actually going to scroll up here and take a look at the board of directors, but more importantly, the key people. So Paul Matisek, founder, executive chairman; Colin Kettle, founder, CEO; Bassam Mubarak, CFO; Cal Heron. I did my best with those names, you guys. I apologize if I butchered them. But take a look at this, you guys. I'm not going to read through all of this because it will take time. I just want to go over some of these key points that, again, Nevada did want me to read out and make sure was important for you guys to understand. So let's just read through this, and then we'll close it out with we'll close it out with our closing thoughts. One, an important angle that must be addressed is that Colin Kettle, founder of Nevada King; Paul Matisek, CEO of Nevada King; Craig Roberts, director of Nevada King; and Bassam Mubarak, CFO, are all key executives and advisors of Newfound Gold, which has rallied 400% in the past 8 months. That train has left the station. The ship has sailed. Because Newfound Gold is now a $1 billion company, it has already spent $20 million on drilling to achieve these returns. But we catch Nevada King, which will execute the exact same drilling methodology that Newfound Gold has in order to achieve the 400% rally before a single hole has been tested, before a single rig has been put in the socket and commenced drilling. The entire sum of $10 million in exploration budget is yet to be spent, and they're beginning drilling now in May. That is this month. In other words, same team, same strategy, and the best timing ever. Even better, this company's projects are all in Nevada, and not just in any old district, but the Battle Mountain district, where 92 million ounces have already been discovered. Nevada is rated #1 gold region on the planet. Their secret strategy, which can never be replicated. Nevada King was a private company for many years, and what they did during the timeline of 2015 to 2018, when gold was flat or down and venture capitalists wanted nothing to do with the exploration and development of new mines, was to stake claims in Nevada. In order to stake a claim on federal land, one has to physically plant flags and register the claim with the Bureau. Nevada King claimed over 8,000 stakes. That's a lot of flags. This is something like 40,000 flags, which takes years and surgical legwork. But now they own the 4th largest and package of any active company. Today, Nevada is backed with competition. So if any of the giants like Newmont, Goldcorp, you guys know those names if you've been following the space, Vail, or any of the Barracks or other billion-dollar players want a foothold in Nevada, they'll most likely approach Nevada King's management. This is a powerful leverage to have. Don't sell the gold, sell the shovels. All right, so again, you guys, Nevada King establishing a very, very strong foothold. I love how it's a U.S. company. That's huge in my opinion. When you get into the precious mining space, there can be it can get a little sketchy if you start going offshores. But Nevada, again, #1 district in the world for this exact endeavor. Very, very bullish here. So again, you guys, we appreciate our sponsors. I hope you guys do check out Nevada King. Once again, ticker symbol is going to be VKMTF, OTC US markets. If you guys want to check them out on your TD Ameritrade, on whatever brokerage platform you use to trade OTC plays, go check them out. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of them. And again, let me know down below, if you're still around, what you think of gold and silver, what your price targets for gold and silver are. Are you more bullish on silver than gold like I am, or vice versa? Please let me know why. Always love talking shop with you guys. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.